what's up? It's Kathy, and I'm back with another process video. And this one is called Do Your Thing, and it's just basically an amalgamation of a whole bunch of chipboard and stuff that I had laying around. And it's a picture of my son, and we were out having ice cream, so I decided to take his picture, and he actually kind of let me. I say kind of because he likes to make silly faces and stuff like that when we're getting time to take pictures and everything, and his hair was all crazy and he's giving a peace sign and stuff like that. And it's kind of hard to tell. It almost looks like he's giving the finger in the picture, but he actually is doing like a peace sign. I did some like filters and everything on the photo just to kind of make it look a little bit cooler because it wasn't like the greatest quality, and I really wanted like a fun kind of funky summer vibe to it, and doing the filters kind of added to that. I decided to take this older Simple Stories yellow wood grain looking paper. It really matched with the yellow picnic table that's in the photo. And if you're wondering why I cut it the way I did, it was so that I could use this piece of paper for this particular project, but it would also make a really good border to back a project as well. So that's why I cut it the way I did, so that it could still be used like that, because if I just cut out a square from like the corner, then you would just end up with a really weird L shape. So this way it was a little bit easier. I don't know why. I'm always having difficulty with those Tombow ones now. They used to never mess up, and now they constantly mess up. I don't know if they just stopped with making good quality ones and they started making them really cheap or something, but the quality of how often the plastic part doesn't separate or doesn't work, or just all falls apart and like comes off the little roll, is just, it's so annoying. And I really like the little ones because I always see people having some difficulty with the ATGs, and I've mentioned it before, and like it moving around and not knowing how to reattach and stuff like that. And I can get those Tombow replacements, but there are no like ATG replacements locally that I know of, so I would have to order online. I just don't like the idea of always having to order online, so hence why I'm still using them. Tombow for the most part is a really good company, so I don't know if they're just what they have decided to do with that whole thing. And I didn't realize that I didn't do much editing when it came to this video. I didn't feel I had to, but apparently I should have, because I totally went off to find more papers and did not edit that out. So I'll discuss some parts of the layout while we're waiting for me to come back. There we go. The background paper that I'm using is a Pink Fur Studio. I think it was called Case of the Blahs is what I got it from. So it was like a product line that was kind of about like maybe failing a little. Like that's kind of, like it's not always about being positive. Sometimes it's, there's sarcasm and coffee and like all those kind of jokes going on in that product line. But that background paper was really cool, and it had the yellow I was looking for. It had black, it had green and red and everything like that. So I just thought it was a really great compliment. So I went into my stash of smaller papers, and as you can see, I just grabbed whatever I could find that I thought would match well. I have some vintage kind of looking products as well as newer stuff. And the thing with Pink Fur Studio is their whites are white. Like they are a nice crisp white, which means you have to balance that if you're going to use some vintage colors as well. Like for instance, the paper that has all the audio tapes, why did I call them audio tapes? So weird. Tapes. The white is not white. The white is like an off-white cream vintage kind of color. So that's what I mean. Like I'm kind of counteracting all the off-whites with crisp white as well in places, just to give a balance to it. and I'm going through that paper pad. I love that paper that has the alphabet on it, and I think that's the last piece of that came in that 6x6 paper pad, and I don't think I had it as a 12x12 or anything like that. It's an older one. So, you know, going with what I have, and I'm just kind of building layers, and I'm doing it very haphazardly, and that's what I want. I really wanted this to just be tossed together, not perfect, very kind of mix and match look, because that's just the style, the look that I'm going for. I like that little piece of white just in the background there. It just really helps contrast all those off-whites. And of course I want to pop the photo up. You can see every time like I do it, I have to go back in and fix that stupid Tombow thing. Anyway, whatever. I'm stubborn. I'm going to keep up with it until I finally crack and figure out something else to do. Anyway, so I'm just kind of deciding exactly how I want to lay this layout out. Like, I did not have a specific design going in. I had a few different inspiration layouts that I had seen online, and I'm kind of just going with that. And yeah, I did a double pop up with the foam, which is kind of unusual for me to do it twice. And now I grabbed an old sticker sheet from a old crate paper line that I can't remember what it was even called. It was called something like Oh Boy, or I don't know. This came in that sticker sheet actually came in an old Scraptastic kit. If anybody remembers getting Scraptastic kits, and they always had like two that you could choose from, and I chose a boy one the year that I got that, and like nobody else chose that boy one, but of course I had a boy to scrap, and it's always easy to get girl stuff. So those chipboard pieces, like the car and the boombox. Did I just call it a boombox? Anyway, they are from, I think it's an old Cosmo Cricket line called The Boyfriend or something like that. It was really cool. Really cool line from a while ago. I just happened to buy the chipboard. I think I have some stickers, and I had some paper, and I bought them all at different times. They just were products that I liked and I saw, and I'm doing one of those things that's really hard for me to do. I'm using a lot of that chipboard. It's all just kind of in a bin. Like, it's not even, I don't even have like the original chipboard sheet that it came on or anything like that, but I have been hoarding them because I just love the look of them. It's really not something you get very often, is like that really vintage, cool products that are also more masculine or just kind of really funky. Like, I love that soda pop, and we were actually having ice cream, but he is a big, you know, soda, wanting soda kind of guy. He doesn't get soda, he just wants it. So I kind of liked that whole just those icons. I just thought they were really cool. And that piece that says "Do Your Thing," that's actually from Amy Tangerine. I think it was on a whim, and it was a whole bunch of chipboard phrases and stuff. And they're really cool. So I'm just kind of like combining a bunch of stuff. I'm kind of adding in a few things that are a bit more summer related, and some of them are just icons that just remind me of him. So this is kind of a layout that's not about anything specific. I just really liked the photo. I really felt it captured my son's personality. He's just such a silly kind of guy, and he really likes like all the stuff that's in that's in this layout. So yeah, I thought it was perfect. Love those little push pins. They're kind of a great little accent to kick around. And I really want to use that sunshine, and I do think I end up using it. I just kind of move a few things in order to kind of sneak it in, and it was just that it was kind of retro looking too, so I just thought it was a perfect addition. And it's so weird actually seeing my nails painted. When I was editing this video, I was like, hey, my nails are painted. And it's rare for me to actually have nail polish stay on for more than like half a day before it all starts chipping off, because, you know, I never put a top coat or do anything proper for actually getting stuff to stick. So it inspired me to paint my nails. So I'm currently painting my nails while recording this as well. So there we go. Yay. I liked that little, kind of looks like a Polaroid frame or something in a way. And I thought about backing it with a piece of paper, but I do end up putting something in it, but not actually backing the piece of paper, if that makes sense. Well, it'll make sense because you will see what I'm talking about. But I remembered that I had that sticker, and it says something about like video game champ, which is perfect because he loves video games. So I just thought that was a really cool addition. I just felt that it was lacking there. It needed something. And so I'm bringing in that other circle sticker just to add in that shape in another spot. And I end up forgetting to film me putting black acrylic paint splots, but that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.